Today what we're going to be talking about is points, lines, and planes. Now in geometry we're going to be dealing with a lot of different definitions and postulates and axioms and theorems. There are three terms that we cannot define in geometry. The first one is a point. Now a point is just as it seems. Think about the tip of your pencil as being a point. Technically, points have no shape or dimension, so it's just point A. And how we write that is a capital letter A. So a capital letter is going to denote that something is a point. Now a line. Here I have a line drawn. A line is our second undefined term. So this is a line, and the lines extend in both directions forever. Okay, there's an infinite amount of points on a line. There's two ways we could name a line. We can name it by any 2 points on that line. So there we have MR, and then you draw a little line symbol on top of it. Or you could draw it, or you could just label it like we have it labeled L. That's just a cursive L. Now we have the third one, which is a plane. Now a plane extends in all directions. So it explains infinitely in all directions. So though here looks like, yeah, that's an edge, there is actually no edges to planes. Now there is 5 terms here that I want you guys to use your book and define. So please stop the video, pull out your books and define those 5 terms, and then come back because I'm going to be doing some examples involving those terms. Now, here we have a picture, and a lot of geometry is pictures and looking at these pictures and analyzing. So name 3 collinear points. So we have line HM, which is contained in the plane, line X, Y, and line AB. I could also name line AB, AR, or RB. You can name it by any 2 points. But so 3 collinear points. Collinear means they lay on the same line. So that could be X, R, and Y. Let's do an X, and R, and a Y. That's just one possibility. Another possibility would be H, R, and M. Another possibility would be A, R, and B, and separating each one of those with a comma. Now name the intersection of line HM and line XY. Well, intersection is where the points that they have in common. So that is going to be point R. Name a line that is not in plane S. And S is, planes we usually abbreviate them with an italicized. So that's technically an italicized S. So name a line that is not in plane S. Well, technically, since all of the points on HM and all of the points on XY are contained in the plane, those are both in the plane. But how you can tell something is not in the plane is, let's look at line AB. Line AB here, since it's dashed, and let me erase a little bit so you can see the dashed part, since that's dashed, that means that this line goes through, intersects the plane at R, and then goes through. Imagine trying to put like a pencil through a napkin. That's what line AB would be like. So a line that is not in plane S, well, that would be line AB. And make sure you have that notation of that line over it. And then 4 non-coplanar points. Well, I know it has to involve either A or B. So I'm going to choose A, R, M, Now we're going to learn about this a little bit later on, but if two lines intersect, all those 2 points make up a plane, even though we can't see it. So I need to choose a point that is not on line AB or line HM. So that would actually be point X. Part of geometry is drawing and labeling pictures. A horizontal plane, and the book talks about horizontal planes. A horizontal plane, think of like the floor or the ceiling. We typically draw that in a parallelogram shape, just denoting that it's a plane. Now planes, italicize P. So we label it plane P, not R. And 2 lines K and N, lowercase letters. So I'm going to label that K and N that intersect at point A. Draw and label a figure to describe 2 vertical planes. Now there's 2 different ways to draw vertical planes. You can draw a vertical plane one of them looking like that. Now let's draw another one, maybe just a little bit more slanted. Now their intersection, the points that they share in common. Is going to be that line right there. And we need to name it A, B, and then vertical planes X and Y. There are your lesson questions for the day. So please make sure you fill in the entire form with these 4 lesson questions, and you're classifying each statement as true or false.